Nigeria is the largest investor from Africa in Canada.
Nigeria and Canada to deepen economic ties. Canadian Governor General calls on President Buhari.
Governing boards do not have the powers to suspend or remove a chief executive appointed by the president without recourse to due process.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation raised the Riot Act to boards of parastatals and federal government agencies.
We are willing to pay the amount, but the issue is capacity deposits to pay.
Hope rises for the resolution of stalemate for a new national minimum wage. Hello, welcome to NTA Network News. I am Muhammad Kuda Wubakar. Reading with me tonight is Elizabeth Omorui in Lagos. President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria's democracy is not only improving steadily with deeper understanding of its culture and tenets by the people, but relevant institutions have also been strengthened to guarantee free and fair elections. President Buhari stated these when he received the Governor General of Canada, Julie Payette, who is on a 3-day official visit to Nigeria. State House correspondent Adam Musambo reports.
Visiting Nigeria for the first time since coming to power in 2017, the 29th Governor General of Canada, Julie Payette, is a key figure in Canada's parliamentary democracy. President Muhammadu Buhari, who accorded the Canadian Governor General a befitting welcome, told her that Nigeria has been learning from the mistakes of those who practice democracy for a long period and also by looking inward at its own peculiarities. And uppermost in his mind at the moment, he said, is the conduct of free, fair, and credible elections. The bilateral relations between Nigeria and Canada, President Buhari said, will continue to be improved, considering the huge interests of the North American country in Nigeria, as well as their growing economic ties. He particularly commended Canada for playing a brotherly role in helping displaced persons in the Northeast following Boko Haram insurgency. The Governor General, who briefed journalists after the high-level talks, said Nigeria and Canada enjoy a warm and strong partnership that has translated into ease of migration, large trade relations, and cultural exchanges. Describing Nigeria as important regional power, largest economy in Africa, as well as influential center of arts and culture, especially music and film, Right Honorable Payette insists that there are many opportunities exist for deeper cooperation with her country.
There is, as you mentioned to me in our conversation, there is a lot of room for growth for the bilateral relation between Nigeria and Canada. Fortunately, we've already have a strong base and we will continue to build on this. Nigeria is Canada's largest trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa. And as well, Nigeria is the largest investor from Africa in Canada. The number of Canadian companies doing business here have grown significantly in recent years, and we really hope that this delegation will foster even more trading and commerce between our two countries. Clearly, security and stability in Nigeria are vital for this entire region, and Canada is committed to cooperate and work together with Nigeria on this front as well.
The Governor General of Canada, who is an astronaut, talked about the need for nations to pool resources together to start exploring the benefits of space in providing solutions to some global challenges. She noted that the world would achieve more by de-emphasizing geographical differences and refocusing its energy on the commonality of humanity.
We live, all of us, 7.6 billion people, on the same planetary spaceship. And it's more essential and important than ever that we collaborate to make sure that we leave this planet in good state for the benefit of our communities and for the future of our children.
Right Honorable Payette, whose visit is focusing on youth, innovative spirit, and the use of technology in advancing prosperity for all, said Canada is also committed to working with Nigeria in the ongoing economic diversification drive, strengthening her ability to respond to outbreaks of diseases, improving healthcare delivery, as well as enhancing business opportunities for the people. Canada, she said, is wishing Nigeria successful 2019 elections. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
The Canadian Governor-General has been in space a couple of times, and therefore it's not surprising that Nigeria's National Space Research and Development Agency, NASDRA, is of interest to her. Science correspondent Kirian Umayo reports that the Governor-General was at NASDRA, where she described space exploration as a catalyst for socio-economic and technological development.
Ms. Peart's visit to the nation's space center epitomizes her pedigree as the first Canadian to board the International Space Station. She participated in 2 space missions aboard the Discovery STS-96 in 1999 and 2009. The Canadian Governor-General noted that maximizing the application of space science by developing nations will speed up capacity building in atmospheric and related sciences, as well as create suitable environment for full development of space application in providing solutions to human problems.
Every nation that has remote sensing satellite will provide data. Whoever has the satellite at the time when that happens will provide the data so that the authorities and the law enforcement can provide the help as soon as possible. Nigeria is in that group.
She shared her experience in space with students and pupils from various schools across the FCT.
Because we know that through space science and technology, we will be in a position to have positive impact on so many aspects of our economy, whether it's in communications, whether it's in environment, whether it's even in defense.
Space program has also supported the idea of communication, where you from the other part of the world talk real time. Not only that, Earth observation satellite, helping in agriculture, water resources development, and so on and so forth.
Canada is among the nations collaborating with Nigeria in space science development. Kirian Umayo, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has described as saddening that the nation's infrastructure went to rot completely between 1999 and 2014, despite what he called the humongous resources at the disposal of the country during the period. He stated this when he granted audience to the outgoing British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Paul Arkwright, who paid him a farewell visit. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the president also granted audience to members of the joint United Nations, African Union and ECOWAS Good Offices mission on elections.
President Muhammadu Buhari maintains that with the genuine commitment of his administration towards achieving sustainable future for the country, much more would have been realized if the nation's critical infrastructure had been fixed when Nigeria had adequate resources. He said a renewed focus on the provision of roads, rail, power, and others at the moment by the federal government is not only deliberate but indispensable if Nigeria is to move forward. The president said, despite the paucity of funds, the governing APC is doing a lot more towards enhancing national growth and development, and as he puts it, we shall continue to do our best. The outgoing British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Paul Arkwright, who spent over 3 years in Nigeria, said he visited 30 out of the 36 states of the country. The people, he said, were found to be quite enterprising and engaging, saying the British government would be glad to offer a helping hand as required in any parts of the country. While thanking President Buhari for his support, Mr. Arkwright said the relations between Britain and Nigeria have improved tremendously in the past 3 years. In the meantime, President Muhammadu Buhari said Nigeria has left the era in which democratic norms are brazenly subverted, with votes awarded to only those favored by the authorities. Receiving members of the joint United Nations, African Union, and ECOWAS Good Offices mission on elections, President Buhari reassured the nation that the 2019 elections would be free and fair, and the people would have the opportunity to vote for whoever they choose without their will being tampered with. While thanking the joint team for being in touch with institutions like INEC, the president said a lot depends on leadership in a multi-party democracy. President of ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Bro, said the team came to Nigeria on a solidarity visit before the forthcoming elections, as it did with other countries like Senegal, Mali, Gambia, and others, which recently held polls. He appreciated the strong role Nigeria plays in the sub-region and thanked President Buhari for his strides in the fight against corruption and terrorism. Dr. Muhammad Ibn Chambers of the United Nations appreciated what he called the strong leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari in Nigeria, West Africa, and the African continent. He commended the president for always playing politics according to the rules and expressed their conviction that INEC is ready to provide free and fair elections in 2019. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, has advised chairmen of governing boards and chief executives of parastatals to work in harmony and within the laws in their operations for the good of the nation or face the sanctions. This was at the induction program for governing boards of parastatals in Abuja. Ahmed Ondas Ahmed has the report.
This applause by chief executives and members of board of government agencies and parastatals is in acknowledgement of the point made by the SGF that managements and board must work in harmony for government to deliver to the people. This induction for chief executives and board members of government agencies and parastatals is coming on the heels of the frictions between the two in some agencies, which slows down delivery of government services. SGF Boss Mustafa reminded all the privilege of being appointed by the president is a call to service, not unproductive struggle for power outside the provisions of the law.
Let me reiterate that membership of boards are part-time and considered a service to the nation. It is also important to state that such service is a privilege. We should therefore desist from actions and utterances that continue to ridicule the government. Categorically, let me state this. Governing boards do not have the powers to suspend or remove a chief executive appointed by the president without recourse to due process. You might, however, articulate infractions, investigate wrongdoings, and make your recommendations to government through the supervisory ministries.
The participants agreed that the Riot Act is necessary to foster unity for the good of agencies under their watch.
Turn them on their roles, responsibilities, functions, and most importantly, their limitations.
It's very important for a cordial relationship between the boards and the management of the different agencies.
It's meant to deepen the continuous government effort for good public service delivery.
Each and every one of us here is here to learn and to get more information regarding to the responsibilities upon us in discharging our duties.
Similar inductions will be conducted for other agencies. Ahmed Ondas Ahmed, NTA News.
Hopefully, the threat by Nigeria's workforce to embark on strike may be averted. The federal government side of the tripartite committee established by the federal government on the new minimum wage had a special meeting this Monday towards finalizing the position of all stakeholders. Chairman of the Economic Management Team and Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, had a closed-door meeting with some of the members, which include the governors of Zamfara, Osun, Kebbi, and Plateau states. He urged them to persuade others to make their offers known for further action on the new national minimum wage. The meeting will continue Tuesday, when the committee is expected to meet with the Governors Forum for further deliberations. The governors are yet to come up with a figure for the minimum wage, and this is regarded as one of the lingering factors in resolving the issue of the national minimum wage with the workers' unions.
We are willing to pay any amount, but the issue is capacity the Moses to pay. So now we discuss that government has some Labour sent some numbers, and eventually the committee has given some proposal, but the governors still, they haven't come up with any number. So by tomorrow, we are going to discuss with our governors and said, oh, look at what Labour is sending, look at the bill. The bill was directed by the Honourable Minister of Labour to be sent to the NGF Secretariat so that we can digest what is the bill is contained and then discuss about it. Then we come up with our own position as governors.
We pause for some messages. The news continues after this time out. Stay with us.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Hello. Hi, Jenny. Can you supply 1,000 bottles of juice by noon?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, bye.
Hello?
One day, I go any store and say I want everything.
Jenny, auntie, please, I need a loan.
One day, anything I want,
hurry up.
Get it times two. Someday, I'll be living.
Hello?
Clean that
up.
Because I don't get the money, you downgrade me.
Your order is on the way.
Are you an entrepreneur looking for financing to grow a business? I have good news for you. Development Bank of Nigeria now provides sustainable financing through commercial banks, microfinance banks, and other financial institutions with repayment terms of up to 10 years. Please do remember, paying back your loan in good time will give you access to more loans.
Development Bank of Nigeria, financing sustainable growth.
This traffic is terrible. What is your map saying?
Don't worry, the map says it will soon clear.
Never! Hold! This bush woman. Madam, come on! See this? Whose motor do you do, Baro? Shut up! Never! Shut up! Okay. Never! At the end, there's a T-junction. What? See? Then there's another road that follows again. Papa, you finally came. Don't you know that with Glow Agassi, I will always be ahead?
With Glow Agassi, enjoy 125% more data to get ahead. Dial *777#. The largest data network. Glow, Grandmasters of Data.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai, on behalf of officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, cordially invites the general public to the groundbreaking ceremony of the Nigerian Army University BUE, which has commenced admission for suitable qualified candidates for the 2018-2019 academic session. The Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, will be the special guest of honor. Date, Tuesday, 30th October 2018. Time, 9 a.m. prompt. Venue, permanent site, Nigerian Army University, BUE, Borno State. Nigerian Army University, making a difference in the drive for research and development. Brigadier General Texas Chukwu, Director, Army Public Relations, Announcer.
Your favorite Maggi Star now wears a new look. Its great taste and quality still remain the same. With Maggi, every woman is a star.
The Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, and African Image presents Nigeria's Sports Book of Records, 1884 to 2017, a 133 years detailed history and achievements of sports in Nigeria. Special guest of honor, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chairman of the occasion, Dr. Oji Uzokalo, MON. Date, 30th October 2018. Venue, International Conference Center, Keriki, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. For inquiries, call on 0802-860-6627, 0803-897-1997, 0805-465-3056. Barrister Solomon Silka Dalung, Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports Development. Announcer.
Don't you know? Time got money, so use that well. Don't you know that I will never let you down? Just a little love, just a little giving, show some love.
Enjoy free 250 MB every week just by recharging on Airtel Recharge Plus. Dial star 479 hash to know more.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Thank you for remaining with NTA Network News. More than 11,000 cases have been disposed of by the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory in the last 12 months. This makes it the third highest caseload by any state judiciary in the country. Chief Judge of the FCT High Court, Justice Ishaq Bello, announced this at the commencement of the 2018-2019 new legal year of the Federal Capital Territory. Femi Okewo has the report.
Also disposed are 10,400 additional cases by the magistrate courts of the FCT, while 236 cases were disposed of by the customary court of appeal and 136 by the Sharia Court of Appeal. But in spite of these cases disposed, about 30,000 other cases are still pending, cumulatively at the various levels of courts in the Federal Capital Territory Judiciary. This therefore made the Chief Judge of the FCT, Justice Ishaq Bello, while opening the 2018-2019 new legal year, to call for more cooperation by all parties that use the courts to work towards a smoother and faster dispensation of justice.
I'm happy to note as well that in addition to the above, the quality of judgments delivered has improved. We are working also with some of our partners on court observation projects, and I hope to share some of their findings with you in this coming year.
Dr. Alex Izinho, who spoke on behalf of senior members of the bar, highlighted key areas that should be focused on in an effort to make the incoming legal year better than the previous.
Members of the inner and outer bar must assist in the administration of justice and not become a clog in the way in any respect of manner.
The new legal year of the Federal Capital Territory came with the normal ceremonial tradition as a way of celebrating the successes of the past year and preparing for the incoming one. In Abuja, Femi Okewo, NTA News.
Motorists and commuters using the Nyanya Mararaba Kefi Road earlier today experienced an unusual gridlock due to a protest by members of the Shiite sect demanding for the release of their leader, Ibrahim El-Zakzaki. Security operatives prevented the protesters, who occupied both sides of the road and tried to forcefully march into the city center. The situation forced motorists and pedestrians to seek alternative routes and left many others stranded. As at the time of this report, the security agents have succeeded in dispersing the protesters. Traffic flow, especially for those on foot, was gradually restored. Efforts to speak with security officials on ground were not successful. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has given reasons for the continued delay in the conduct of by-elections in the Rivers State House of Assembly. Mayor Ogidi reports on this and the position of INEC on the Supreme Court ruling on the APC primaries in Rivers State.
18 wards that make up the Port Harcourt 3 state constituency were like a battlefields on the 19th of August 2018, when INEC attempted to conduct the by-elections into the Port Harcourt 3 state constituency, a situation that compelled INEC to draw inspiration from Section 26 of the Electoral Act 2010 as amended. Therefore, the by-election was suspended due to widespread violence. 3 months after, INEC announced by-elections into 2 federal constituencies and 1 state assembly to be conducted before 17th of November 2018. But the Port Harcourt 3 state constituency was not among, and INEC has its reasons.
What we are going to do in Rivers, similar to what we have done in Rivers before, is to engage with the stakeholders before we fix a date to conduct the elections in Port Harcourt 3. I want to assure you that no constituency in Nigeria will be left unrepresented. But we need to address the issues that led to the Commission invoking its powers under Section 26 of the Electoral Act to suspend the election in Port Harcourt 3 state constituency.
Still on Rivers State, the Supreme Court recently nullified the APC Congress in Rivers State, and this has raised questions on the eligibility or otherwise of candidates from the state on the 2019 elections.
We are waiting to be served the full text of the judgment so that we can study the details and know what appropriate action we need to take.
However, the submission of list of governorship and state houses of assembly candidates is ongoing. Mayor Ogede, NTA News.
The All Progressives Congress APC has expressed readiness for the forthcoming 2019 general elections. The party's Deputy National Chairman, Otumba Ni Adebayo, said this when he received a 2019 election exploratory delegation of the European Union to Nigeria on Monday at the party's National Secretariat in Abuja. While thanking the European Union for their long-standing interest and developmental support for Nigeria's electioneering process, he expressed confidence in the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) ability to conduct free, fair and credible elections and the judiciary to resolve disputes that may arise from the election process. The EU-led Nicholas Paus also had the head of the politics EU delegation in Nigeria, Olivia Holt, in the delegation. Wife of the Bauchi State Governor, Aisha Muhammad Abubakar, has commemorated this year's International Day of the Girl Child. Held at Government Girls Secondary School, Azari, the day was marked with donation of items that could help the girl child focus on her studies. Abbas Mekano has the report.
There are over 13.5 million out-of-school children in the world, with girl child constituting more than half of this number. As the commemoration of this year's International Day of Girl Child continues at various levels since the 11th of this month, wife of the Bauchi State Governor, Hajia Aisha M.A. Abubakar, organized an event at the Government Girls Secondary School, Azari, to further demonstrate the significance of the day. She donated cartons of bathing and washing soap, detergents, toilet paper, sanitary pads, and 55 inches plasma TV, among others, to 4 government girls' secondary schools in the state. They are GGS Sakwa, Yana, Azari, and Bauchi, to encourage the girls to study as well as support them to access information on health, hygiene, sanitation, and reproductive health.
We need to ensure the safety and security of our girls. So let's say no to sexual violence, let's say no to emotional and physical violence, let's say no to child labor and trafficking, stop trading girls like commodity.
Speakers at the ceremony that includes representative of the Emir of Katagum Alhaji Kabir Umar, Professor Fatima Tahir, Chairman State Universal Basic Education Board, Professor Yahya Ibrahim Yeru, and 2 Kannywood actresses Hafsat Idris and Hawa Waraka, took turns talking to the girls on the need for them to focus on their studies, remain in school, and transit to higher institutions for the socio-economic and political development of their community and the nation. In Bauchi, Abbas Mekano, NTA News.
This is NTA Network News. We'll have more reports with Elizabeth in Lagos.
It's nice to see you, Kudu, and thanks for joining us in Lagos.
The federal government is to commence the construction of the Mile 2 Oshodi-Tinkan Island Expressway for trade facilitation at the Apapa of access and decongestion of traffic. President Muhammad Buhari, who gave the assurance at the 75th anniversary lecture of Island Club, said government has inaugurated an infrastructure development fund to ensure that major ongoing projects are not abandoned due to cash deficits.
Represented by the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, the President says the process of change does not just happen overnight, but requires years of block building, which he says his administration has exhibited through the revival of various projects and poverty alleviation initiatives.
I have also inaugurated an infrastructure development fund to ensure that the Lagos-Ibadan road, the second Niger Bridge, the Abuja to Kano roads are no longer affected or delayed by funding problems. I believe Nigeria must move forward. We must consolidate our progress and seek to achieve more. We cannot afford to go back.
The governor of Lagos State was represented.
I believe they have very important roles to play in ensuring social stability, promoting understanding and cooperation, which are critical to economic growth, prosperity, and general development.
The theme of the celebration, Nation Building and Institutional Development, Lessons for Nigeria, is one of the measures the organization wants Nigerians to imbibe in nation-building issues. In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NT News.
Destination Nigeria is attracting local and foreign tourists willing to invest in the country's diversity. This indication came to light at the second edition of the annual Destination Tourism Night held in Lagos. Mohammed Abdulkadri reports.
The gathering of who is who in this hall speaks volume of how well Nigerians are passionate about taking the nation's culture and tourism to the next level.
The private sector is the engine for tourism development.
They are representatives of 30 corporate organizations, 11 exhibitors, and 23 media partners that identified with the Destination Tourism Night.
There is no tourism without aviation.
Abuja is an area of shopping malls and cultural decades and still has room for more.
And Travelog is all about a media organization promoting travel and tourism in Nigeria and beyond.
Towards a greater Nigeria, Travelog Awards went to key players in the educational, musical, infrastructural, and hospitality tourism ambassadors. A flagship of cultural tourism destination featured exhibition, fashion parade, comedy, and African drum goddess that thrilled the audience. Destination Tourism Nights challenged Nigerians individually and collectively to support the development of culture and tourism sector in Nigeria and not necessarily leaving it for the government alone. In Lagos, Muhammad Abdelkader, NTA News.
A Pan-African bank, EcoBank, has unveiled a life-transforming digital application which will empower customers to transfer money from any part of the world at the click of a button of a mobile phone. The app, known as Rapid Transfer, was unveiled in Lagos in a ceremony that ushered in a new board of directors of the bank. Abolade Salami has details.
My money, my Africa.
Officials of EcoBank described Rapid Transfer as the fastest, easiest and cheapest way of transferring money from the diaspora to a recipient's account without any input from a financial agent.
No loss of fees, no loss of charges. Your money 100% in the hands of your relation bank in Nigeria, instantly, 24/7, Sunday night, Saturday morning, at a zero fee and at a very interesting exchange rate.
Managing Director, EcoBank Nigeria, Patrick Akimuton, said, apart from changing the narrative in electronic money transfer segment in the financial sector, the bank has also gone further to delight Nigerians by asking them to use the app at no cost. He said this offer would last till January 2019.
We're here to delight our customers, and today we unveiled the EcoBank Rapid Transfer app.
Once you have the app on your phone, you can be there. The beneficiary doesn't even need to have a bank account in EcoBank. Any bank in Nigeria. We offer very competitive rates, and you can be sure that the money gets to the beneficiary in minutes.
The event presented a platform for EcoBank to show appreciation to outgoing board members and welcome the new ones. Several doses of entertainment spiced up the night to celebrate outstanding achievements recorded by EcoBank over the years. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Network News. More reports ahead after this time out. Stay with us.
Niger, it's a beautiful day.
And now it's time for some amazing music.
Don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back.
Where is it?
What are you searching for?
With Glow Yakata, for every recharge, they'll give you 22 times the amount to call all the networks.
What? So if I load 100 Naira, they will give me 2,200 Naira?
Exactly! And that's not all. They are also giving up to 6 gigabytes of data every month for 6 whole months.
Wow! That's incredible!
Yes!
Are you sure? 22 times on every recharge?
Yup.
Found it! Found it! That's it!
Yes!
Glow Yakata. Get up to 6 gigabytes of data every month for 6 months and 2,200 Naira bonus for every 100 Naira recharge to call all networks where talkers and browsers live.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
What's up?
His friends didn't come.
Hey, let's practice.
But you're going out.
Don't worry about me.
Nothing satisfies a mother more than seeing a child grow up. But I know as he sweats, he'll face the risk of germs which can cause skin irritation.
That's why you need the new best ever Dettol Cool. Its new advanced formulation with extra menthol protects from up to 100 illness-causing germs and gives your family icy cool freshness.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Activate your life, be who you want to be. It's now, 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 now. Come on, get active. Oh, yeah. Yes, you can do it if you try.
Start an active life with the power of vegetables and fruits. Chivita Active. Be active. Do more.
Darling, what's the matter? It's your birthday. Guests are already waiting at the pool.
It's headache, cold, pains all over my body.
Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet contains powerful ingredients specially prepared to bring you fast relief from headache, body ache, cough, flu, cold, and fever. Baby, how are you feeling now?
Wow, I feel great thanks to Cold Time Tablet.
Cold Time Tablet also available in syrup for children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet, a quality product from Embassy Pharmaceutical and Chemicals Limited. Cold Time Anti-Cold Tablet, your visa to healthy.
So Clean, the detergent brand trusted by millions of Nigerians. For decades, its 30% concentrated formula has been trusted to wash faster, brighter, cleaner. So Clean with stain magnet technology. The advanced enzyme formula pulls trapped dirt out of fiber like a magnet. So Clean with stain magnet technology for even better stain removal.
Me got the sunshine in my life. Oh mama, I told you everything gonna be fine. Oh mama, dear mama, oh yeah. Mama, dear mama, hey. Mama, dear mama, hey.
Mama, dear mama.
Mama, dear mama.
The holidays are over, but the excitement is still on. Draw what you did in your holidays, and you stand a chance to win your dream holiday. Follow 3 simple steps to enter. Step 1, draw your holiday experience. Step 2, snap a picture. Step 3, send picture, name and address to the WhatsApp number 0902-588-8888. Hurry! Go grab your Indomie packs now. Offer valid till stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie noodles. Tasty nutrition. Good for you.
Want to know what's coming, guys? The free beach ball! I guess I'd better start again. Oh, here we go, everybody. Free beach ball! Yes, guys, there's a free beach ball in every carton of Capri Sun. Get a carton, get a ball. It's time to play some more. Way!
Capri Sun, the taste of fun. House of Cheese.
Welcome back to NTA Network News Studios in Abuja. True to predictions of more than 1 trillion naira in the capital market this week, Nigeria's stock exchange began on a bullish note. Musa Abubakar has details on these and the federal government's 3 billion standard cubic feet of gas to bridge supply of gas on Business News.
Hello, it's good to have you join us on Business News. The equities market closed Monday's session on a positive note, with the all-share index appreciating by 0.88% to end at 33,196.07 basis point, with market capitalization at 12.1 billion naira. A total of 150 million shares worth 2.8 billion naira were traded in 2,624 deals. The financial sector had the most traded shares, with Zenith Guarantee and FCMB topping the chart. Stanbic Guarantee and Dangote Cement were the major gainers, while Nigerian Breweries, Custodian Investment and Flour Mills Nigeria PLC led the losers table. The federal government says it's working towards delivering about 3.4 billion standard cubic feet of gas per day to bridge the medium-term supply gap by 2020. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Emmanuel Ibe-Kachuku, who gave the assurance in Efron Delta State, explained that the federal government had decided to invest in 7 critical gas development projects to achieve the feat. That concludes business segment. The news continues.
Minister of State for Mines and Steel Development Abubakar Bawabwari and the Governor of Taraba State, Darius Dixon Ishaku, are appealing to relevant authorities to ensure the full implementation of the Abuja Master Plan to avoid environment challenges and over-congestions within the FCT. They made the appeal after their investiture as fellows of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners in Abuja.
For example, like in Abuja, which I handled the phase 3, there are a lot of areas. I've planned for 4 lakes in Abuja in addition to Jabi Lake, which has not been implemented up to date. And I'm feeling so bad about that, because without you implementing these 4 lakes in Abuja, sooner or later you will deplete the water in Usman Dam, which supplies the drinkable water to Abuja town itself. And those 4 lakes are there to be as a backup to Usman Dam.
Well, Abuja has become a town planner's nightmare, and we are trying our best to ensure that we adhere strictly to the master plan. A lot has happened, political decisions that have affected the execution of the master plan. Right now, you can see that a lot is in Abuja, and a lot of the mistakes that have been made have been corrected. And the town planners have been playing a great role in ensuring that those encroachments and abuse master plans are addressed.
Minister of State for Mines and Steel Development Abubakar Bawabwari. The World Bank has earmarked $2 million to address erosion challenges in Niger State. National Project Coordinator of the Nigeria Erosion and Watershed Management Project, Salihu Dahiru, announced this during a visit to Governor Sani Bello in Government House, Mina.
One of the consequences of this year's heavy downpour experienced across the country is the creation of gullies and other forms of land degradation, especially in Niger State. The World Bank, in collaboration with the federal government, through partnership with 19 other states, have come up with a program to address erosion challenges across the country. State governments are expected to put up funds as a show of commitment, while the World Bank will augment the amount to tackle the challenge. 10 erosion sites needing immediate attention have been identified and surveyed by a team of consultants from the World Bank, which has already earmarked $2 million, to which the Niger State government has also dedicated 300 million naira.
On our part, we will do whatever we have to work with you.
He has also given approval for the official launching of the project and given us marching order that activities must take place immediately.
Engineering designs are expected to be finalized for the construction to start, which will last during the duration of the 5 dry months. Sites identified for intervention are located in Mashegu, Kontagora, Bidda, Rafi, Mokwa, Munya, Chanchaga, and Rijau local government areas. In Mina, Dauda Mohammed, NTA News.
Kemi in Ibadan takes us through on more reports on NTA Network News.
Thank you, Kudu. Good evening and welcome to Ibadan. The Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, says transformational research innovation is key to national health and medical technological advancement of the nation. He said this at an international conference in basic medical and applied sciences in Ibadan. Funke Bidamiton was there for NTA.
Abike Dabri-Erewa said collaborative efforts to fight corruption and migration of youth to foreign countries will soon be a thing of the past, adding the federal government is working to empower Nigerians.
The government is doing so much in terms of promoting small businesses. We have the JIP program, we have the N-Power, and then, diversification of the economy. There's the CBN Anchor Borrowers program, which if you tap into a little money, you can farm. So we need to think outside the box.
Participants at the lecture called for awareness to educate Nigerians on the dangers inherent such misadventure.
And with that also exposed me to the fact that our country here in Nigeria, we can actually do good and make ourselves great without even leaving the outskirts of this country.
We have center where people can go and ask, I want to go to somewhere, is it good or not?
A program to discourage youth from embarking on illegal migration has been put up by the federal government in Ibadan. Lukman Hassan, NTA News.
The report was on illegal migration by Lukman Hassan. We now bring you the report on the Minister of Health lecture on national health and medical technological advancements of the nation by Funke Ibidamiton.
Transformational research, the minister said, entails creative and developmental research bordering on cutting-edge technologies towards national and global advancement. Represented by Professor Akinola Alada of the University of Ibadan. The minister said to achieve transformational research, 3D innovation of discovery, development, and delivery must be applied, among others.
Whatever data, whatever information you are getting in the laboratory, and bring it to the public domain so that people can make use of it. And that is what is happening all over the world.
Stakeholders and participants said the conference will further stimulate and inspire researchers towards developing more tools for sustainable national technological breakthrough.
The research has to reach out to the public that needs it, and it has to get to the authorities too.
And hopefully they will understand that methicillin resistance is a serious issue in public health, so everybody should look into it.
We are hoping that it will bring the industry closer to the researchers.
The conference, which is expected to stimulate interactions and boost collaboration among researchers in the applied and medical sciences, has over 35 papers to be here presented. In Ibadan, Funke Bidamito, NTA News.
And that's the news from Ibadan. More on the news after the break.
You see, let them come out and tell me one person in APC who has been found wanting, and because he's an APC chieftain, he has been asked to go home and sin no more. Just one example.
Wednesday, 31st October, 1:30 p.m.
one-on-one.
On Tuesday Live this week, our focus is on the social intervention program of the federal government. Special advisor to the president on social intervention, Haja Mariam Uwais, will join other guests to discuss the impact of this program on the downtrodden. Tuesday Live at 10:30 p.m. every Tuesday promises to be incisive and educative. Don't miss it.
Who am I? I'm a caregiver, a slayer,
Give them.
a boss lady, a foodie. I am the chief quality inspector and chief organizer. And when I'm cooking with my Maggie Star, I become a kitchen grand master.
Every day, you choose to make the difference. That's why you choose Maggie Star, made from natural soya beans and other carefully selected ingredients to help you cook the difference.
I am the chief enjoyment officer, and I'm the magnet that brings my family together. Need I say more? But best of all, I love what I do.
With Maggie, cook the difference.
Can your milk do this?
Love is boiled sweet stuck to your pockets. Love is a kiss.
Can your milk do this?
Can your milk do this? Mine can.
With Hollandia evaporated milk, your cereals, smoothies, and variation of beverages taste pleasantly different. Hollandia evaporated milk. Life tastes different.
House of cheese.
Welcome back. Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the Bureau for Public Enterprises has drafted 8 reform bills for transport competition and consumer protection, as well as the postal sector, which has been approved by the Federal Executive Council and transmitted to the National Assembly. The minister stated this at a stakeholders interactive forum in Lagos. Anthony Fosun reports.
The Railway Bill, Inland Waterways Bill, Ports and Harbour Bill, Federal Road Authority Bill, National Roads Fund Bill, National Transport Commission Bill, Consumer Protection Bill, and the Postal Bill. These bills, the minister explained, when passed, shall liberalize the relevant sectors. He pointed out that the interactive session is necessary as it will bring to public knowledge the concept of the entire privatization program, as well as assuage ill feelings the reforms has generated.
That is why it has become very necessary for us to do all that we can do to ensure that the committee lives up to its responsibilities by ensuring that we identify and maintain regular contacts with various stakeholders and opinion leaders.
The minister, while expressing disappointment over the non-performance of public enterprises, said it is the reason for privatization.
To this end, the federal government invested over $100 billion in establishing public enterprises. Despite this massive investment and great expectations, public enterprises, unfortunately, have failed to live up to expectation. They consumed a large proportion of resources without providing commensurate services.
Privatization, which began in Nigeria between 1986 and 1987, continued to generate revenue for the federal government, as well as giving the citizens opportunity to participate in the nation's economic and developmental growth. Director General of the Bureau for Public Enterprise, Alex Oko, said over 140 public enterprises have been privatized since inception, while the Bureau, he added, is targeting the sum of 300 billion naira into the 2018 budget through the sale of some national assets. He, however, described as frustrating the lack of cooperation from some MDAs that are involved in the privatization process. In Lagos, Anthony Fosun, NTA News.
Amanzi Marcus has the sport update.
Only one group match remains to get all